You're always up late. All right, let's see what we got going here. Let me move the mic over. Morning, Trade Pros. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. Welcome to our morning market update for this beautiful March 18th. It is Wednesday of March 18th, and we got a ton of opportunity here today in front of us. All right. First and foremost, let's get on the latest news of the coronavirus situation here. All right, it's obviously not progressing for the better. It is unfortunate, but this thing is starting to get pretty out of hand. There's over 200,000 cases currently that have been confirmed, and over 7,954 deaths from the coronavirus. All right, in the U.S., there's been 6,496 cases confirmed and 114 deaths. All right, so it's now in every state of the United States. West Virginia was the last one, but there was a case reported there yesterday as well. All right, China stores and offices are reopening. In other news this morning, so they're starting to resume business. Even though a lot of Europe and U.S. are still combating with this, China started first, and they're getting the advantage of reopening some of their businesses earlier on. All right, but in Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Singapore, there's been a fresh wave of infections. So it's interesting because Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, they dealt with it very dramatically on the onset. Singapore being a model of an example of what happens when you get on it early. The curve was really flat as soon as they noticed it. There wasn't a huge parabolic move, but there's a fresh wave of new infections coming in, showing that it's actually really hard to stop this thing 100%. All right, Donald Trump tweeted this morning at 7:12, saying, "I will be having a news conference today to discuss very important news from the FDA concerning the Chinese virus." He doubles down on the Chinese virus comment at 7:12 a.m. this morning. That was a tweet. So at some point, we expect to see a conference. In other news, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin is considering helicopter money. He's asking Congress for approval. Helicopter money is basically giving money to people. It's like throwing money off of a helicopter. That's the analogy. It's kind of a silly. Hang on one second. This guy's crazy distracting right now. Let me just mute him. He's talking a lot. I'm just Newswire, and we're competing at the moment. All right. So Stephen Mnuchin says that the unemployment in the United States could hit 20%. It's a very significant number. All right. It's a tripling, almost a quadrupling of where we're at the moment. And he saw, obviously he was going pretty dark on this because he was looking to ask for funding and saying it could get up to 20%. This is nuts. Give us $1 trillion so we could put some stimulus into the economy. All right. The proposal is that he would give $1,000 to every American within 2 weeks and provide more by the end of April if the crisis should remain. Yesterday we did an elite session and we proposed an idea, a drastic idea, where we would flood with new money, all right, but mostly fiscal, not monetary. Monetary policy isn't working anymore, all right? The banks need it. The consumers don't benefit from it. So putting more money into fiscal stimulus, we presented 3 options in our elite webinar, and we're going to take a clip of that and put it on YouTube. Not the whole thing in its entirety, but all of our members were privy to that. Get 3 options, what to look for. And this morning, it looks like we're still going down to the neutral route, the slightly pessimistic here. So that was one of our things, though. We're talking about giving money out as loans to people who will use it for consumption of U.S.-made products, all right? And businesses who are willing to invest it in the U.S. would be the ones who get the loans from this massive package, rather than just giving $1,000 to people who will likely use it to pay off their credit cards, rather than do some other stuff with it. Maybe buy food, maybe pay their rent, but they're going to continue to need it. Whereas if you do a loan for something that is going to boost the local economy, then it's going to be a positive thing. We're going to need way more than $1 trillion, though. And this is my opinion. I'm from Canada. None of this is going to benefit me. I'm not getting $1,000 check. All right, that's not going to happen in Canada. Today's markets were limit down. S&P 500 futures are limit down at 93.5. They hit that at 1:15 in the morning before the London Open. We didn't even get to the London Open, and down we go. All right, Japan's down 1.7. Hong Kong's down 4.2% this morning. China's down 1.8. India's down 6.1 again. In Europe at midday, London's down 5%. Paris down almost 5%. Frankfurt down almost 5% as well. And in the U.S., futures across the board are down, limit down in this scenario in the equity markets. All right, the S&P 500 has swung more than 4% or more in either direction in the last 7 consecutive days. Right? That beats the target from, guess when? When do you think the last time that happened was? 92, 87, 01, 2008? When do you guys think? It's on you. Come on, type some numbers up there. Did you guys fall asleep? Let me get a sip of my coffee. Like what the coffee mug says. I'm a real beach without my coffee. It's this is by far one of my favorite mugs. I drink it from it all the time because I could be a real beach if I don't get caffeinated. Never, says Craig. Oh wait, 1929. You guys are right. All right. Well, quite, that's funny. 1929 was the last time I had 7 consecutive sessions. And so, this volatility is unprecedented. So welcome aboard. Those of you that are trading today, and in these days are witnessing history, and you're getting a lot of experience out of this. All right. So be thankful and be happy that at the very least, the opportunity is here for you. Other people aren't realizing that there's profitable opportunities on the downside, or holding these long portfolios that they've accumulated over a long period of working hard and saving money, right? It's not a good thing. So let's be humble, but let's use this as an opportunity as well. Crude oil is down 5% this morning to 25.61. It's down even more now. It's down to 23.77 on crude oil. Really disgusting downside. Really, I see that 1917 Motorsport Agency. I think you're guessing that because of Spanish influenza. I'm assuming, yeah. 1929. The answer is out already, guys. It's 1929. But thank you for the guesses. Appreciate you guys for participating in that. That was fun. Crude oil is down massive. This Saudi price war. Saudi Arabia's reaffirming their intent to pump as much barrels as possible without any restraint. That's putting downside pressure. Oil's down to its lowest level in almost 17 years. All right, 17 years. Insane. Okay, I think I was looking at the time. I was actually reading this on Wall Street Journal. They said the last time oil was this cheap, Sean Paul's song, what was it? Crap. I remember that song. I listened to it. It was the #1 hit on the radio. That kind of gave me a moment like, whoa, it's a long time ago. It's been 17 years since Sean Paul had a top chart song, and oil's there again. All right, gold's down 1.5%. I know a lot of traders are concerned or surprised. Why is gold going down when equities are going down? Gold's going down because people are selling their gold position, their good quality investment, to pay for their crappy quality investment, to pay down margin calls on equities. This will continue. Usually equities, when they're going down, gold goes down with it until equities bottom out or are near the bottom, and then gold spikes. So it's not a surprising thing to see gold back at 1,500. Bitcoin's flat. This morning we're going to have at 10:30 weekly oil inventories. They start we're going to have an oil inventory report, and usually cause a lot of volatility, but we already have a lot of volatility. We almost have too much volatility in a sense in these markets, but we're going to trade the oil report together. It's a great opportunity. It starts at 10:30 in the morning. All right. Steven takes us through a 15-minute primer before, tells us the numbers, tells us what they mean, how to trade them, what to do, areas to get in, how to manage risk, and what kind of brackets to use. We literally give you the trade setup every single week, step by step. Now, this is a great week to learn how to use crude oil as part of your toolkit. Join us today. It's a great time to be trading in the community with people who are supportive of one another. All right, I'm gonna get a bit scruffy, and I don't know if I want to take the risk to go get a haircut. It might end up being a Corona cut, and I don't want a Corona cut. So you guys might see me grow out some long hair. You guys want to see me with a ponytail? Hey, look, my wife's purse in the back. Ponytail George. That's what we got on today's calendar, you guys. I don't know if I can tell you much more. And be safe. We're gonna get a limit down scenario. Oh, I can tell you more. You want to know the limit downs for the session? Limit down on the M futures, which is the one we should be trading now, the S&P. 7% limit down is 2,342.5 points. 2342.50. Level 2 circuit breaker, 13% drop is a 2191. All All right, and that level would ultimately erase all the gains in the stock market since Donald Trump became president. Not 100%, but very darn close. Level 3, 20% decline to 2014, 2014.0. That's freaking ugly. I don't know if we get down that low, but I'm going to post these in our Discord community. They're seeing it on the screen as I'm talking to you at the moment, but just for reference sake. All right, that's S&P. Then we have some NASDAQ ones, etc. All right, guys. So that's what I got for you today. We love you all. Be safe. You know, you got to keep trading the downside. I don't think this downside's over. There will come a moment where it'll be a good opportunity to buy longer term. This moment ain't it. Trying to pick bottoms doesn't work. The only time you know it's a bottom is when you look at it later on in hindsight. You can be like, hey, look, there's a bottom, but you're driving this way. It's like passing a turtle on the highway and your wife or girlfriend notices, says, turtle. And you look over, you're like, cool, and then you're gone. All right? It's bottom pickers get smelly fingers. That's a quote you need to know. So you're not looking to pick a bottom here. You're going with the trend to the downside. When it does turn, you'll know you're looking to buy. You might pay more for the asset, but paying more means you're getting better quality. All right? It's always been the case. We love you guys. Be safe. Wow. Anyone know if TradeStation's gone bust? Very unresponsive. I don't think they'd go bust, but maybe a lot of people are using it. All right? When people plan for their products to be used, they don't plan to have 100% of their customers online at the same time. They should, but they don't. Like Zoom. Yesterday I went to ask Zoom a question. Everyone's telecommuting, working from home. I was 200th in the queue. I laughed. Like, I'm probably not going to wait until 4 days from now to be answered. But you guys, love you. Be careful. Be safe. I got to get up there and open up the trading room and send it over to Steven, talk about oil. So whatever you guys do in today's session, manage your risk, trade like a trade pro, and don't do anything crazy. That's all that's required today. Very clearly, you know the trend is down. You know what to do. Take advantage and enjoy. Be safe and be careful with your family, and have a great day. Ciao.